Okay, let's talk about George Santos and this wild prediction market scandal. Wait, before you click away, hear me out. This isn't just another politician did something shady story. This is about how the lines between politics, gambling, and accountability are blurring in ways we're not even ready for. Let me explain why this $35,000 settlement should freak you out way more than it probably does. So, quick recap. Santos, the guy who already had a rap sheet longer than a CVS receipt, got hit with a fine for manipulating a prediction market on Kalshi. The bet in question? Whether he'd show up to the State of the Union. He allegedly traded on his own attendance, which the CFTC called manipulative activity. On the surface, it's a petty, almost comical scandal. But here's the thing. I can't stop thinking about what this symbolizes. First off, the sheer audacity. Imagine betting on whether you have to go to work, then rigging the odds. That's what this feels like. But let's be real. $35,000 is nothing to a politician who's already facing federal charges. It's like getting a parking ticket when you've got a Lamborghini. What this really exposes is a loophole in ethics laws. We're so busy policing lies and embezzlement, but who's watching the gamification of politics? Now, prediction markets themselves are fascinating. They're platforms where people bet on real-world events, from elections to GDP numbers. Kalshi's been blowing up lately. Think of it like the stock market for news junkies. But here's where it gets dicey. When the people in power can influence the outcomes they're betting on. If a senator trades on their own legislative plans, isn't that insider trading 2.0? The CFTC's move is a warning shot, but honestly, it feels like trying to plug a dam with bubblegum. What bugs me most is the hypocrisy. Critics are clowning Santos for this, but let's not pretend he's the only one gaming the system. Prediction markets are the Wild West right now. There's zero oversight for most of these platforms. Imagine if every lawmaker had a side hustle speculating on their own committee votes. That's not corruption. It's algorithmic corruption. And the scary part? We're enabling it by treating it as entertainment instead of a systemic risk. This raises a deeper question. Why do we keep letting prediction platforms operate in ethical gray zones? Every time we shrug at scandals like this, we normalize the idea that politics is just another casino. I'm not saying Santos is the villain here. He's just the first one dumb enough to get caught. But if we don't start treating these markets like the financial instruments they are, we're going to see a lot more of this. And next time, it might not be about showing up to a speech. It could be about actual policy decisions that affect millions. So here's my challenge to you. Next time you hear about a politician making bets, don't laugh it off. Ask yourself who's really playing whom. Because in this game, the house always wins, and we're all paying the tab. What do you think? Is this just a quirky scandal, or the tip of an iceberg? Let's go deep in the comments.